I just got done with driver's meeting. My first ever Formula Drift driver's meeting I've ever been to. Right now we're about to take a driver headshot.
Bro, I know the key for you. I know what the key is. If you stay on track, bro, you'll win. You just gotta stay on track. Not the Monday before last.
Currently sitting in line for my first run in Atlanta. I'm going to do a chase run because it's my first time ever driving here. I'm going to chase someone that knows what they're doing. I'm pretty freaking nervous for my first run, but as soon as I get my first 1 or 2 runs done, I'll be fine. That's how I always am.
Radio check, Camren, radio check.
Got loud clear. Run, it was mid. That time I ran second gear the entire track from first to fourth, and it was a lot better. I just need to get better at, I need to look where I need to go. That was my only mistake that run, I feel like, instead of hesitating a little bit. Here's my second run. I hesitated, shouldn't have, but also...
How many runs do you have on these tires?
That's 2.
Come in after every 2. You have like, do you know what the tire numbers mean? Like a 1, a 2, a 3, a 5? So you're gonna run out of tire halfway up that hill.
Okay, I'll come in. That was a very good practice session. I got 2 laps in. The first lap, I had the wrong gear set in it, so I was running 4th and I tried to shift down to 3rd when it was like 160 miles an hour in 4th, which is supposed to be 118. We got that figured out. And then the second lap, it was a really good lap, except for one problem. Brandon called out the problem even before I had it. In this zone right here, you hyperfixate on this clip and you drift too far out here, instead of when you're halfway in the zone, you look in, see it'll actually pull you in. Because I almost went off track, but then I actually saved it. It was a really short yet really fun practice. Next, we are going to go back up top and go to prospect warm-up.
So, your bike was upright with the sway bar blade. It's going to be a very, very small change.
Yeah, I heard you. I just turned my radio off. It took a second.
Put your Alex off, baby.
The outer zone. I'm staying fixated on the outside. As soon as you get in the outer zone, you'll float around. So you don't have to worry about being in it. Just worry solely about being in the inner blade.
I'm trying. I haven't even done a lap yet. I'm so nervous.
I've done one lap.
Really?
Two laps. One lap was chasing and it was a very unsuccessful because I was in fourth and third. So I was just didn't really work. So I got one successful lap. It was a decent run.
Are you entering like full tilt as fast as you can?
I think so.
Pretty much.
I don't really know. All right, well, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. I appreciate the advice.
Casually give me advice to an adult. As a 13-year-old, thinking of driving. I don't even have my driver's license.
I really want you to focus on doing your second run. Don't worry about hitting the top third gear on the engine. Go a little slower.
Step more.
When you're on the left side of the course, when you go to turn right a little bit, I want to notice your car at the 1 zone. So like when you go to turn right a little bit, point the car towards the 1 zone.
10-4.
Outside zone 1, and I need you to be facing the cones more. So when you leave the start line, you're going to go out of the chicane and almost all the way to the left side of the course. You're going to point the car to the right, and then don't grab the handbrake until the rumble strip, but go a little slower. You got that?
So it's go, almost hit the full left side of the track, flick in, don't quite hit the rumble strips, but grab the handbrake, and float it around, and then get on power.
Yes, pretty much. And then when you go up the hill, in order to make it all the way, I want you to touch the rumble strips going up the hill and get all the way to outside zone 2.
This is round one of the Link Engine Management Prospect Championship, the road to the championship. It begins here for Prospect. Here we are. So we're seeing Ferris, again, I butchered his last name, Ferris Q. Cam Sorensen, another Sorensen has joined them. So what was a duo is now a trio. Their younger brother, talking about Amanda, Brandon, and now Cam Sorensen. Into that corner. Speaking of Ferris, he was intended to be on the line, and he is not there. Ferris is not able to run. So with our joint events, Ferris is out. He's doing grid life with time attack, but drifting, unfortunately. So right now, here's the young buck, Cam Sorensen. Cam Sorensen joining the party of his older brother and sister, Cam, getting his license. Yeah, let it flow. So again, notably his older sister, the first ever female to podium in Formula Drift Championship. And Cam Sorensen enters the chat.
I gotta say, that was his best lap I've seen him do all day.
Maybe. Just letting it loose, man. So again, his sister does the hair whips and he does the back end BMW whips right there.
That
So
first
Cam
flick
shows
was
up.
very big.
And,
Yeah, that was a really, really good save through the first turn. I told you, you can do that same exact thing, but just slow it down by like 10 miles per hour and it would have been perfect. You don't need to be guns a-blazing into the first turn.
That's more than usual. 245. It got really hot.
Hey, fire.
Fire.
Just give me a water.
Black one. Use the black one.
Woo, fire.
Not the Sorensens without the fire.
Did you see my initiation?
Yeah, backwards.
I freaking flicked it way too hard. Fire. Whoop, whoop, fire.
Your drive down the hill where your nose was pointed, like how far you went over, everything was spot on, everything was perfect. I just think you need to slow it down just a little bit so it's not as much of a risk. If you slow down just a little bit, then you can do that every time. It looks really good now. And then if you do a less aggressive transition across the middle, you'll have enough speed to make it into the outside zone 3.
Okay, so just basically if I just 10 miles an hour slower, less aggressive, it'll put me everywhere I want to be. Basically, when I did the backy, I kind of lost all speed to go up the hill. So if I just kind of fix that, it should lead perfect.
Hey.
Just do a 90 or a little less aggressive initiation, one that's repeatable, and then you can know what you're doing.
Hey.
Alright. The car caught on fire. I think the plug wire melted because the car was at 145 when I came in, and I think it just got really hot.
145 or 245?
240 easy.
245.
Freaking wasp just flew through my car.
Alright, you're gonna be up there.
Who's better?
I want to door it, because I know I can trust it. That's the thing.
I'm so excited to drive with him. He's a party machine.
You didn't let Byron beat you. Yeah, sounded like a good run.
Jerry has a pretty aggressive entry, kind of similar to what you just did, but less angle. He's on throttle really early and he's cutting the line through the first turn. As soon as he shoots across the inner cliff, you can dive in and follow him all the way up the hill.
10-4.
Here we go, Jerry Johnson, Big American Johnson versus the young buck Cam Sorensen. And Johnson will lead, Cam Sorensen, Cam Sorensen will lead, I apologize. Here we go, Cam Sorensen out front. Here goes Johnson and Chase. Cam, big, massive angle there, good initiation. Goes in, again, a little bit tighter than the judges wanted. That square is there for a reason. All right, goes and flirts with the rumble strips into the Horseshoe dips that back left in. Oh, and Johnson straightens out. Looks like he might have gotten too aggressive, had to back off. Now Cam completing the entirety of the run back up the hill.
Yeah, might have been some contact there right before interclip too, Jared.
Yeah, that angle.
Oh yeah, dude, that was such a good run. It looks like he did get an incomplete behind you, so just get a good complete chase in, and I think you're on.
There we go. Now Jerry Johnson out front, Cam Sorensen in chase position.
Fender hanging on.
Fender shooting off. That will not impede on Johnson in chase position. Going those rumble strips. A lot of handbrake there by Johnson. Quick little correction from Johnson now coming up into outside zone 2. Johnson goes into outside zone 3. Now there's that horseshoe. A wide same spot. So it seems like that thing just comes out of drift. That's because it just straightens out. It might be like rubbing on something.
Camren, good job.
And it's not snap.
Good driving, Camren. Good driving.
Over centering or something like that. I'm getting some mouthing from Rome.
Here we go, Jerry Johnson, Cam Sorensen, and unfortunately Jerry Johnson popping out of gear. He is in the show for tomorrow.
But big America.
Such a good run, Camren. Yeah, have someone check the supercharger belt and then get back lined up.
That was crazy. I did the biggest save I've ever done in my life. I flicked it like completely backwards on the entry, almost went off and was like, whoa, and then eventually pulled it out and then sent it the rest of the run. And then I just went up against Jerry, the best driver I've ever been up against. Take that back. I've been up against Trent Beecham. Jerry might be better than Trent Beecham. I don't know. Yeah, that was a very crazy. Okay, let's go.
Okay, you're going to be chasing first. He hasn't been the most consistent person. He had another very similar entry to you, but you kind of overshot it. So if you can do your entry without overshooting it, you can dive in through the transition. And then if you transition, kind of do that taillight method, drive through the taillight method I was trying to show you, and you'll be set. Alright. I want you to do your own entry behind her, essentially. Maybe like 4 feet. Like still close, right? But leave a small gap. Same exact thing you did with Jerry, basically.
10-4.
Just don't get too greedy and don't get caught in that pocket going across the first inner clip. Exact thing to the top of the keyhole. Don't get greedy in the chase. It's better to have good proximity all the way down than to get an extra 1 second of proximity in the keyhole. Just do your thing. You got it.
And 4.
On her debut Formula Drift, Cam as well. Prospect rookies coming down the hill. Shelly initiates, whips it back in that first outside zone, past the inside clip. Cam just pokes out of that smoke. Well done. In the second outside zone, coming to outside zone 3 goes Shelly. Dips in, good angle from her. She takes that line again, kind of overshoots it. Cam has to navigate through the smoke. This is where that smoke signal gets you in a lot of trouble. There goes Cam through that inside clip and that last outside.
The best chase, but I think I can drone it.
If you leave that space on your lead that I was talking about, 3 feet from you and every single inside clip and rumble strip, you will have a huge advantage. You just need to hit the marks on the front properly. She shortcutted every single line through the whole course of the front to run away. If you open that door, the judges are going to give you a large advantage.
And here we go with the 13-year-old coming down the mountain, and here comes Sorensen and Hansen. Sorensen pulling away from Hansen. Cam, that Spider BMW. Good transition from Cam. Shelly has to drop back. You see that thing rip up, shoots forward. Cam with a clean air. Boom.
Clutch kicks.
Clutch kicking his way through. Looks like he will. Yeah, again, was
Did
not.
you forget the downshift there?
No, No, the car is getting very hot. It's 260 right now.
Shut the car off and we'll look at it.
He was hammering down up until that point.
I think the car gets hot and it like fogs. It was 255. Is there any temperature, like limp mode or anything like that? Safety Josh?
Yeah, there is a safety in there that probably pulls it back when it gets too hot.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Okay, we need to figure out why your car is getting so hot then.
It has a bubble in the water pump.
It's got a bubble.
And here we are. So sliding left.
You got the win. Good job. You got the win.
Sorensen
Get the car cooled down. Put fan, air blowers, ice. I don't care what. Cool the car down and get the damn thing. We can call a 5 minutes. We'll still have one for tomorrow to get the car cooled down. We're already in the show. There's no use in potentially blowing an engine today. So if we cannot get the car cooled down and just stay cool, we'll call it, we'll fix it tonight so you have an engine in the car to drive tomorrow.
So we had to wait for the car to cool down, got the bubble out, and now we are sitting in line.
Alright, Cameron, you'll be up against Colette Davis. You should be able to outspeed her any day. She has a pretty decent lead run. But I think she's going to be driving very similarly to following Amanda. You and Jerry and Shelly all have huge entries that are bigger than anyone. Colette's is very, very minor, quick flick, back on throttle, slow. And then she's going to kind of rocket ship up the hill. So if you carry your momentum to the first turn, dive in up the hill. Be very close, but match her pace. She's going to be going like probably 25 miles an hour slower than you.
Alright. Sounds good. I am nervous once again. Actually, not once again, I've been this whole entire time. Yep, definitely a lot better. It would have been 220 right now if we didn't bleed it.
Alright, slow trickle entry. Do not overshoot turn 1 and catch up outer 2. Have fun.
And here comes the Fitbit BMW. Coming down in the other BMW, Cam Sorensen, 13 years young. Colette Davis, again, just rolling into it. Not a violent initiation, just rolls into it. That allows Cam to get close, but again, the other driver backing off now. So much more. Colette going into the dirt quite a bit. That allows Cam to catch up. Does not increase. Nice. Jeez. Cam with that snappy exit of the horseshoe. Now coming back up the hill, right on it.
She really dove in through that transition. The first transition. I thought she was going to float a little bit more, but she like completely just rocketed through that.
Told you, no matter what you do, do not overshoot that first turn. So you're saying lead lap, leave the front pockets open, leave the door open, and you can have a W.
10-4. Is this for first? Actually, don't tell me.
You are in the finals right now.
I said don't tell me. Fine. Let's run it.
Same thing you've been doing all day, dude. Ain't nothing different.
I love seeing the Sorensens just
really
grow, develop, not only as humans but drivers, man. Because their driving prowess just levels up. So here we go. Cam Sorensen out front, 13 years old, initiates. Is he going to get the win here in CD brackets? This is definitely going to be an ego booster for him as he rips away from Colette Davis. Colette, she is not too far back, but I'll tell you, the line just seems to be a little more precision than what we saw of Colette. You know, she got in the dirt a little bit, and again, just the non-aggressive launch. Cam just keeps it between the lines, just a little more settled.
Shortcutted that rumble strip going up the hill pretty good, so I don't really know which way it's going to go, but you're probably second place, but I have no idea.
I think he's going to have us go up top for the announcement for the... Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Dude, I think we got it.
Oh yeah.
Cameron's line was like
Dude, you couldn't ask for better.
So seating brackets, 12 points up for grabs. So again, 3 points every win.
Woo! That was a very good battle. I have no clue who won.
You better jump on that road, but never mind.
It's on her debut. Make some noise for Shelly Hansen. Unanimous, your winner here in our Link Engine Management Pro Spec seating brackets is Cam Sorensen gets the win. Cam Sorensen, 13 years old. The Sorensen trio, Cam, Amanda, and now again Brandon as well. Cam gets the win. That means second place.
I'm gonna, we got a high
Good job, buddy.
I know I got a big
Not my brand new suit. I don't care. Fine. Let's go. I just won the seating bracket in my first ever round of Formula Drift.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love the back on the first one.
That was a very accidental back. So good.
Good job.
Just turn it right off and think about anything else other than what is happening currently. It's the next day. We got here a couple hours ago. We went and explored. Grid life is currently happening. There's a bunch of road cars going by, and Odie, I think, is going to go road racing drift car. That's going to look cool. Next, we have team pictures, which we're going to go take. And then at 2:45, we have practice, and I get to drive this beautiful car once again.
I think I got more of those.
Thank you. We just got done with autograph signing. We have a little bit of a break until I start driving, a warm up. We're gonna go watch grid life stuff. They're doing road course. We just did a little bit of off-roading. Now we're in a very cool spot to watch the chicane that goes up and over and then just sends it. That's a perfect spot.
We are in it today. It's Friday. I'm running the crew for Amanda and Camren, and they will be competing in Pro Spec. Camren won his seating bracket yesterday, which was solid A1 driving from him. And honestly, I just want both of these cars to be on the podium today and be like a dream come true for me. So.
I just did my first autograph signing in SD. That was, let's just say my hand is very tired after that. Just constantly signing my hand.
freshman day over and over again. But we are currently sitting in line to go out to the track and set the hot pit up and get everything ready for warm up and then straight to top to the beginning. I'm nervous as frick.
You think I could hook your car up more and you could deal with it?
I got it. You could, but I think it's pretty solid right now where it is. I just would rather play it on the safe side right now.
Camren, if I hook your car up, then you have all day to get used to it. But guess what? When you're in the top 8 and we need to throw all the grip into the car, you're going to be caught blindsided.
Alright, well, yeah, let's throw some grip into it then.
You guys drop the rear tires 4 PSI from what they are currently at right now. Copy that. Camren,
What'd you say?
where are you at in line?
I am first in line.
Looks like a pretty solid run. You were just a little bit shallow of outside zone 3 at the top. You need to go deeper. You need to leave a little bit more room on the last inside clip.
We're gonna put some water on the tires just to be safe. We were running 13, now we were running 18, but we dropped it to 13. We're putting it back up 2 PSI to 15. Just play it a little bit safe. Should be good. Justin's pretty good, so I'm just gonna, I can put my trust in him and actually chase him really good. Alright, there's 3 more battles until I go. And I'm just getting back in the car right now. Got my cool suit, listening to some music. Just chilling. Not a care in the world. Me versus Dustin Miles, top 32.
How was the second part, like going up the thing on the case?
It was perfect. You did exactly what you needed to do.
Okay, thank you.
I think we're doing pretty good. I think we ought to do something. Everything's working good. Everything's dialed. Everyone's happy. So I think we're good.
Your thoughts?
That kid's gonna win. He's a savage. I mean, I've seen him progress in the last year more than anybody, faster than anybody I've seen in a while.
Just be aware that he was at the first turn, so you can overshoot it a little bit. So I want you to do your own entry behind him, but like stay very close to him. Just mind where he's at, but do your own entry behind him. And then he's going to be pretty slow up the hill from what I've seen. So I want you to be like very active, and as he transitions, I want you to dive into the door and follow him up that hill.
Dustin Miles, he's taking a 5-minute. We don't know why. So they're running the 2 battles ahead of us right now. Or they're running the 2 battles that are after us. Fenneky's leading first. I'm chasing. I'm gonna have to put the pressure on the chase, on the chase. Because Brandon said that he's pretty good in the chase line, but has he's slow up the hill though, so we'll see.
We are back and revisiting Cam Sorensen, winner of seeding bracket from Las Vegas, Nevada. And Brandon Sorensen, his older brother, competing in the Pro Championship. Brandon Sorensen competing here in Pro Spec. So again, Dustin Miles is positioned and ranks higher than Cam Sorensen regardless of his victory in seating practice. Cam Sorensen overcooks and gets into the kitty litter. Dustin Miles with the new livery here, he comes up the hill, kind of straightens out, he shoots up in outside zone 2 and 3. Now Cam playing a bit of catch up here. Nice and young, but regardless, the car doesn't show an age. And now transition back up the hill, Cam way on the inside. Here we go, Cam Sorensen, 13 years old, initiation out front, that Spider BMW comes in way too tight onto that inside clip. We need him to push out a little bit, but look at this, the rocket pulling away from Dustin Miles into that third outside zone. Perfect, absolutely well done. Dustin Miles, he is making some mistakes in that chase position, maybe getting a little out horsepower here by the Sorensen BMW. Miles, fluid and consistent, but not hitting those ticks. Waiting for the verdict, still deliberating here. See the judges conversing. Slide them left for Dustin Miles, right for Camren Sorensen. One more time, and one more time.
I really liked your lead run. Camren, you still there?
Yep, I'm here.
In order to improve the lead run, you just need to leave a little bit more room between you and the inside of the course. So all of like the inner clip 1 and the rumble strip, if you back it up by 2 feet, 3 feet, then you'll have a solid run.
When you're chasing?
I don't like that much information.
No, I can't. I understand. But don't dive for the wheel. You dive for the wrong wheel.
Yeah, I know. I don't need to be there on that.
No, breathe and get on him on the transition.
Are we good?
Yeah, no, come on.
What are we doing?
We're trying to fix your fender real quick.
Okay.
Getting some info here. So Dustin Miles he had issues. So this is a buy run. So we are finding out that Dustin Miles had a radiator issue. So the young buck, Cam Sorensen, gets a bit of a gift as he advances on into the 16. Congratulations to Cam Sorensen.
So the first run, I sucked because I got scared on entry. That's literally it. I literally just got scared on entry.
It wasn't there early.
Still shaking, but well, first run I went way too fast, and then that made me scared on entry for the lead. I wasn't quite scared, but yeah.
Are you okay?
I just need to not be scared anymore. I'm getting nervous on entry. You just need to push it a little bit more. It's better to overshoot that than undershoot.
No, I meant to give that much.
I also proved that wrong, but it's better. I'm saying it's better to overshoot the inner clip than it's to cut it off, because the judges are deducting heavily right there. Cut off. We're gonna do that in real life next. So currently I'm at halftime getting ready for top 16 on this Extreme Sim Racing Alma. This thing is so freaking fun. Yeah, just getting in some good laps, just back to back to back. Don't have to change the tires or anything. So fun, just throwing laps. I am currently sitting here for the opening ceremonies of Formula Drift Top 16. I made it past Top 32. It was a very close battle. We got an OMT, and then he just didn't want to blow up his car because he was running very hot. So I got a buy run on the OMT. But after that, we hung out, went and drove sims a little bit, get prepped for this, and now we are about to go into top 16. I am very nervous.
Making some history, only 13 years old, wrapping out and rounding out that Sorensen trio. Sister here in Pro Spec, his brother in Pro in that Spider lockdown performance in Sorensen Motorsports BMW, Cam Sorensen.
He wants to put his fucking helmet on. Put it on. Take your Hans off too. Take your Hans off. Yeah, I know. Got it. I got it.
Let's get on to our next battle here with the
Love it. Love it. Knapping, a vet, and this young
generation between different stage.
Love it. Knapping will lead on his first run. And Cam Sorensen, brother Brandon Sorensen, in his ear, giving him some insight. And here we go. Leaving the start. Here we go. Get a clean start from Knapping. Ripping on through. Knapping using all the chorus. So Warren said yes. You like that? All right. Well, Sopa likes it. Knapping comes through. Sorensen taking a tighter line. Look at him. He's slowly inching his way up to Knapping. Knapping gets it outside zone. A little fireball. There's a little tire fire. That back right. We'll see if it extinguishes and keeps on. Cam with a little bit of pressure here. Knapping comes on through. Oh! Knapping, oh boy! Cam comes through the smoke. And Cam looked like, or excuse me, Knapping, he aired it out at that massive angle. He was doing really, really well, but Knapping didn't get lost his look. He's out front.
Well, I think Camren kind of been
you guys are at fault, so this is your 5, Knapping gets 10.
Okay.
So you guys are at fault for that collision, so you're getting your 5, this is your 1-5, all right?
Okay.
So whenever you guys want to touch it.
I don't know what the judges are going to say about going across the finish line, but that was pretty fire. Just get the guys to fix the car and we'll be good.
Okay.
Remember, get your wheels straight.
Straighten the wheel as best you can. That's straight, right?
We only have 5 minutes. We are at fault for the contact past the finish line.
All right.
So just get the front of the car squared up and Camren just lay down a solid lead run. Okay, so it is a courtesy 5 minute. We don't have to call our 5 minute. They're going to give it to us as a courtesy. So if we need more than 5, we can call our 5.
Hey, Greg! Greg, come here! Greg, come here!
Don't touch the car.
Don't touch car.
Yeah.
Courtesy 5 minute. So if we need extra time, we can actually call ours. But they're giving us courtesy 5 minute because it was after the finish line.
It was after the finish line. Copy that. All right. So what side did you impact? The right side, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. All right. So we're gonna address the right side. That's potentially where our damage is. But
Give me this front corner box, please. If the arm's bent, I gotta change it.
can we see if the arm's bent?
Got it.
Give me the corner box.
Already down.
Get the tools.
Look at it before he's pulled out. I want shanks out. I want arms out. All right. You and I, we're gonna each corner. Who can set strings up the fastest? I can string it. Okay. Right. You ready? So you string it up. We don't have a mark to do it, so wrap it around that toe strap. Unless you can get it in there. Just wrap it around that. Then do your best to string it up. All right, string it up. You and I are going to be checking whatever. Go! 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 Go!
Alright, we're gonna run all the way around it. Do the rack stops, and we can see if the front end's out.
Turn towards driver!
Wiggle the wheel! Send the front. Send the front. You've been running a quarter, right? A quarter. Wait, a quarter. A quarter.
Right there, stop. No, I wasn't checking. Quarter inch go in. 3 inches go out. Yeah, got you. With this side. Yeah, now down. Stop. Check it. What's our mark? 5/16 to the rear. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Lock it rolling. Wiggle the wheels. Like the stops out. Wiggle the wheels. Turn the wheels. Double check. Remember, it's got to be running in 30 seconds.
All right, we got it done. Okay, let's fire it up.
Everybody clear. Everybody clear.
Let's see what Cam's got here. Cam Sorensen here in the top 16 on his debut in Formula Drift Pro Spec. Cam Sorensen leading Adam Knappich. There goes Sorensen down the hill, initiating. Big angle there from Cam Sorensen, 13 years young. Comes out of it a little bit, but does massage it into that inside clip box. Now in outside zone 2. Now going into 3. He does come up a bit short there, but Knappich, he is way short, does hit that inside clip. Nice fluid exit of the keyhole. And Knappich really trying to grasp that draws in. Cam Sorensen, nasty flick across the finish line. Cam Sorensen out front. And Knappich did not look 100%. It looked like he was just kind of
huge entry,
reaching out there to get the car where he needed to be.
Camren overshot that one, but he got the last one. This is going to be in the judges' hands.
Right now, but slide of left for Knappich, a right for Cam Sorensen, and 1 vote for Knappich, 2 votes for Adam Knappich, and one more time.
You drove the shit out of this car. That transition was so close.
Holy crap, that was so good.
It was just a little too close.
I think the judges, did I tap him on the way down the hill?
You did, but you tapped him. You tapped him, and then you transitioned through his bumper, and so that upset his transition. So they probably looked at that and considered
and then they said that I entered. I think it was just branding, but he said.
Hey, good try though.
Top 16 first event. I think that's an accomplishment.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, you did awesome though. I mean, your entry was gangster, like sideways, hard after it.
But it's just I let the RPM die down the tiniest bit too much.
Right, but the thing is I don't think that's what caused you to lose though. What do you think back here?
Cam.
Let me ask you. It 100%
Cam. Hell of a debut. 13 years old.
Why was traveling down there and going
gangster?
Goes on top instead of fly off.
Hell of a debut. That's it. That's what it is, dude. Definitely. Your first day here, dude. That was awesome.
We're having fun tonight, and then we also got tomorrow. So, no outro today. This is just, see you later.
How do you feel about your first event?
I'd say that's a freaking heck of an accomplishment that I got to top 16 and 1 seating in my first event. Plus some 13. That doesn't matter though.
Yeah, they can barely. Good shit, dude. You are an animal, and that car is fast as shit, so. That's awesome.
Messed up a little bit on entry did I tap it?
On entry, just a touch. No, coming out the hill, yeah.
Oh, huh. It didn't feel like it did.
No, just a little.
Yeah.
The one that gets hit feels it more.
Yeah. Oh, that was such.
Dude, that was great. Dude, you're gonna be a monster, and I'm jealous. So, good for you, brother.
All right, right now we are on our way to the podium for Camren to receive some kind of award. He went out in the top 16 fighting super hard, and one little mistake is what it took to take him out of the fight. But we're gonna go figure out what that award is at the podium. super proud of him and my sister. They did great today.
In our Link Engine Management Pro Spec seating brackets, 13 years young, get up here, Cam Sorensen. Congrats, buddy, get on over here. Cam, good job, buddy. How was your experience? Again, welcome to Formula Drift. Dude, you don't have big shoes to fill, you got your own shoes to fill, man. You're making a name for yourself, congratulations. How was Atlanta, dude? How insane is this track?
This is the funnest track I've ever driven. The entry is the most insane thing I've ever done while driving. Just flicking in 100 miles an hour into a 90-degree turn is the craziest feeling I've ever felt.
Cam Sorensen, baby, 13 years old. Boom, the future is now. All right, get on out of here, kiddo. Thank you so much, congratulations.